organically we can take care of ourselves. Most diseases can be taken care of when you understand your body. So you don't even really need to visit a hospital or call your medical doctor. So now, how did it all started? It started when we begin to disobey the body, and when you disobey the body will disobey you. Now, if you look at the human body, God designed it in a way that everything embedded there is 100% organic. Now, if you look at when we're in school, we learn that the unit of life is cells.
Yeah.
That cells is the unit of life. And we also learned that group of cells make up a tissue, you know, and group of tissues make up an organ, and group of organs make up a system, which of course, and so for someone to survive, that unit must be well taken care of.
That's the cell.
That's the cell. And every one of us, trillions of cells working for us. Now you have the cell, you know, I'm talking right now. It is cells are controlling me and helping me to talk. Someone who is walking, it is the cell that help the person to walk. Somebody who is, you know, doing any form of exercise, it is cells at the same time helping the person to do that particular kind of exercise. So the thing is, the cells replenishes. The cells need to be taken care of. And how? They need oxygenated blood. You know, so if you look at because all are working together now, so the cells them that are supposed to survive us need to be well taken care of through oxygenated blood. How do you get it? It's all the kind of food that you're supposed to eat. That so when you what is food? Food is anything that when you take, it nourishes your body. Nowadays, there's so many things we put inside our body that becomes poisonous. They not really nourish our body, rather they cause problems to the system. Now, so basically, it's because we couldn't understand what the cells need, and that is why we're having problems. But the moment the cells are not working at optimal level, then problem is about to happen. That is all. So if you look at it in a different dimension, now I'll tell you this. If you look at the way God designed the heart, and of the heart, a very big muscular muscle that pump blood, and when it pump blood, the blood have to be moved through. I'm just using a layman language anyway. The blood move down to all the organs in the body, and the cells will take up this blood and begin to help us to function very, very well. Now, do you know that things that will cause problem? Let me begin with the things that will cause problem. Where you now the body is made up with organic substances. During the time of our forefathers, you know, they used to take organic substances. They used to go to when they get to farm. You know, the vegetables are there,
fresh.
You know, they plug it, you know, cook it raw. You know, you enjoy. You know, they use all this okra. They take it fresh, not frozen. The chicken they have at home is fresh, not frozen. Now, as if those are not problems, are not enough, we now compound more by taking all these inorganic ones, refined sugar. You know, you talk about fast food today is where we take our breakfast, then we take our lunch, then we take our supper.
That's a sign that you're a big boy.
Yes, it's a sign that you're a big boy. Yes, somebody want to toast his girlfriend, the best place is going to take her to is fast food joints. You know, and remember, there's something I always say. Remember, my grandma is talking literate. She didn't go to school. I met my grandma, you know, and I remember that my grandma would go to market, you know, get red meat like cow, you know, and my grandma will wash this cow meat, wash it thoroughly, set up firewood, get iron, place it on top of the firewood, and keep all the meat, you know, on top. And you see smoke, and you see the meat being dried, all the oil are dripping down. That's the woman who did not go to school. And before my grandma will use that meat to cook, all the oil is out of it.
Wow.
Yes, and we said they didn't go to school. Now look at our wives, the modern lifestyle now. A woman will go to market, buy the same red meat, come back home, buy red groundnut oil or red oil, and deep fry the meat and add more oil inside the already existing oil. Before you know it, 70% of that meat you are eating is ordinary cholesterol.
Wow.
And what does it do? Normally, there are things you should eat on daily basis. There are things you should not eat on daily basis. All the vitamins, the B complex family, vitamin C, have to be taken on daily basis. Those fruits have to be taken on daily basis because it helps to repair worn out tissues, and it has no storage in your room, in your system, in your body. When you have taken them excess, all the rest will go out through your large intestine, the anus, and it's out of your body. Those ones that we don't supposed to eat every day is the one that we not eat every day. You see, talk about the carbohydrates, talk about the fats, the oil, the one you ate yesterday have not digested. You pile another one inside. The liver is in danger, the kidney is in danger. You see, as you are piling up and piling up, a day will come, the liver will tell you, I am tired. I can't continue to hold them. And they will not release them all back to you.
Whoa.
And do not enter back into your bloodstream. Complications will arise. Challenges will come in. So that is it. So, because the body needs all things to function very, very well. Digestion and circulation. As long as blood is circulating very well in your system and food is digesting very well, then you're not supposed to have any problem. But because of this accumulated fats, toxics, plums, be flooded in our bloodstream, some deposited in the walls of the arteries, in the vein, and there will be no time, no place for blood to pass. Before you know it, a whole lot of issues will come in. That is why we find ourselves where we are today.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So for you now, for all of these things that are piled up in the body, what is the way out? Let's say things have piled up and the person already has issues with his or her health.
Yes.
Probably the person has come down with a certain disease. What is the way out?
Oh, the way out is very simple. You have to be disciplined. You need to eat what your body wants, not what you want. There's so many things that you want to eat, but because your body don't want them, so you don't have to take them. For now, you have to quit smoking. If you cannot quit alcohol, you stop. I mean, you reduce it drastically. Yes, okay. Reduce it drastically. If you cannot quit, you have to cut your excess cholesterol intake. Cut excess refined foods, processed food intake. I can't remember when last I asked somebody to buy me refined sugar because it's a problem. I'm not saying, of course we know that we need sugar in our body because after broken down it is energy, and which of course we need for our daily activities. But because we are advanced in age, especially those who are above 30 years, we have to be very, very careful about this. So for you, your starting point is you get to be disciplined and avoid all this I mentioned. Reduce your alcohol intake, stop smoking totally. That is for that one, stop totally. And also cut your cholesterol intake, your fat intake, cut your refined food intake and processed food intake. That's the beginning. Then the second one is, so when you cut all those things I just mentioned, then you won't be having them pile up, adding more to the ones already existing in your system. So we now find a solution on how to remove those toxics from your system. And I somewhat believe in detoxification. Yes, you need to detoxify. It's just like you putting all your dirty white cloths in the water and get detergent like bleach and pour and wash away all those debts out of your clothes. So you need to detoxify your system. You need to detoxify your liver, your kidney, your heart. You need to ensure that blood flows naturally in your system. And for you to do that, I would first recommend that you apply the water therapy stuff. Water therapy is very, very good. Yeah, in the course of this event, I will share with you how to apply water therapy. Then there are some wonderful plants that can also detoxify your body. If you wake up every morning, and you find it difficult to go to toilet, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. You should know it's a problem. Yes. So that is one sign of a whole lot of issues to come up later on, in future. So the detoxification, in the course of this event, we'll be able to share with you so many plants. But there's one plant I cherish so much that I can share with you here for detoxification. It's called Colocynthis citrulus. That is the botanical name.
In the layman's language.
Colocynthis citrulus. In a layman language, it's called native melon. Native melon. That is English. I think Yoruba call it egusi bara.
Oh.
Egusi bara, and the Igbo call it egusi. So that native melon now, if you just go to market, just tell them that they should give you bara. Those who live in Southwest, if you go they know. Just tell them you need bara. When you get it, you peel it the way you like. If you are peeling an orange, you peel it, you wash it thoroughly, you remove the seed inside, slice it, and put in the pot. Average ball of it weigh like 3 kg. Average ball of it. You can use like 2.5 liters of water to boil that to the boiling point. That's all. And you take like 40 ml of it twice in a day. It cleanses your body, your system very, very well. It's very good. Then apart from that, there are so many herbal products that we have also produced. And
some you have produced.
We'll
get to that.
We'll talk about that later anyway. But that one is very good for detoxification. The one I mentioned just now.
Now, in sub-Saharan Africa, Nigeria has the highest number of people with diabetes, with an estimated 3.9 million people, or an extrapolated prevalence of 4.99% of the adult population aged 20 to 79 years old living with diabetes. So can you help us just break down what diabetes mellitus is, and when you are being diagnosed and said that, okay, you have diabetes, what exactly does that mean, and what can be done to begin to remedy? Because Orthodox medicine told us that it cannot be cured.
Yes.
That you can only manage it.
Yes. This is one health issue that we should be taking very serious. Yes, many lives lost because of this life-threatening disease called diabetes. And I'm not here to debate whether diabetes has a cure or not. I'm not here to argue about it. But I know that God has never failed us. The fact that we have not been able to discover drugs or medicinal plants that can take care of a particular sickness doesn't mean that sickness has no cure. We need to get this fact clear. And I can categorically say that there's so many people that were diabetic, and today is a different song entirely. Now
let's understand what does that mean.
Okay, what that means is that those that say diabetes has no cure need to get a rethink. They need to go further and find out if actually there is any sickness in this world that cannot be cured, because long time ago measles were killing. Long time ago malaria fever was killing, and today there are so many drugs that can take care of typhoid, malaria within 2 3 days. And so many medicinal plants as well have been discovered to manage and take care of typhoid and malaria.
Absolutely.
So that I'm not saying that there are some doctors who have gone further to find solutions to diabetes condition. And I can give you later on here, I will give you a testimony of one of our staff who was diabetic.
And you treated?
And yes.
Okay.
And today I can boast, I can categorically tell you, I can give you his phone number, I can give you his contact. You can take his, he can even send his picture to you when he was diabetic then,
and now,
and I can send you his picture again now, his condition now. What I'm saying that we should not be deceiving ourselves. So many things are happening right now, medicinal plant wise. So many things are happening. So let's go straight to the point. What is diabetes and how did this thing started? Now let me tell you that diabetes is, that sickness is a process. It's not an event. It started somewhere. Yes, it's a process. It's not an event. It started somewhere and you didn't know. Most people doesn't know that they're diabetic until maybe they just go for,
too late.
They just decide to go for, maybe something happened. They say, let me visit a medical doctor or let me visit a hospital. And in the process of routine check your BP, check your sugar level, and doctor will say, wow, young man, what is going on?
This is too much. Yes,
see your sugar level is very high. Are you diabetic? You say no. What do you eat? The person will be eating all that they want to eat. So diabetes means excess sugar in the blood. It disrupts the way the body handles sugar, and sugar is derived from the food we eat every day, the fufu, amala, rice, bread, macaroni, spaghetti, indomie. All these are food that we eat every day, and and our body is made up of millions of cells, as I said earlier. And because this food we need them because it's very important. When broken down, it's called glucose, and it passes through our to other vital organs in the body, so that for body proper usage. And of course, any disruption of the process that this glucose passes, any disturbance, any disruption can result in what we call diabetes. What is it? When the excess when the glucose level becomes so much to the extent that the body cannot absorb them or assimilate them again, then there's problem. Or a situation, there's an organ in your body called the pancreas, and the role is to secrete an enzyme called insulin. And the insulin is to regulate the blood sugar in your system. So the moment the pancreas has been overloaded, overstretched, and as a result it's been diseased, then there's bound to be problem, because that insulin will not be sufficient enough to regulate the blood sugar in your body.
Now, what's the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes?
Okay. When we say type 1 diabetes, we're talking about insulin dependent diabetes.
Okay.
Then when we talk about type 2 diabetes, we're talking about non-insulin dependent diabetes. The insulin dependent diabetes is more difficult, more dangerous, because what that means is, in this case, the pancreas produces little or no insulin
at all.
Yes, the body produces little or no insulin, and as a result, blood sugar will just be floating into the blood. Yeah, that is it. So it's very difficult, and it is estimated that 10% of people who are diabetic have type 1 diabetes. Then type 2 diabetes is primarily caused by overweight. Because of overweight, so the body demand for insulin will be so much to the extent that the pancreas could not meet up. So these are the two types of diabetes. And if for diabetes type 2, the moment you change your lifestyle, you begin to solve your problem. You change your lifestyle, reduce your sugar intake, reduce your fatty substances in your body, and maintain a regular exercise, and also eat balanced diets, especially food rich in cereal, in grain, in fruits. Then you are in the path of treating or curing your diabetes condition. But the type 1 is where the problem actually lies, because that is where most medical doctors believe that you can only manage it to you leave this earthly world. Which myself, that's where I pose that no, the beta cell is the cell responsible for the functionality of the pancreas.
Okay.
And study shows that the moment the beta cell be diseased, there's nothing that can replenish it, can't function anymore. So instead of you working on how the pancreas can function, they will ending up giving you insulin injection. Yes, that is it.
That's like a shortcut.
It's like a shortcut. But I can tell you here that there are so many medicinal plants that can support the functionality of the pancreas. There, it's not, as I said earlier, it's not an event, it's a process. So you need to calm down, you need to be patient, because it's going to work little. Before you know it, naturally your body will begin to secrete insulin, the pancreas, and you get results. So there are so many plants I can prove to so many people. There are so many plants that even one of the biggest signs of the diabetic condition is this excessive urination. There are so many plants that within 2 days.
Wow.
Within 2 days of intake, you see this one. That's problem of excessive urination, especially at night. You come out up to like 3, 4, 5 times, 7 times to come and urinate. Within 2 days of this plant, taking of this plant, that solution is over for that particular one. Then by the time you talk about being tasty, under 7 days to 2 weeks, you begin to see dramatic results. So basically, the most important thing is for us to believe that we own our life and we are responsible for everything that is happening to us. We are responsible for the one that happened yesterday. We are responsible for the one that is happening right now. We will be responsible for the one that is going to happen tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yes, when it comes to your health condition. So now you have to make up your mind and say, okay, look, this is my body, this is my system. My life should not be entrusted in the hands of a medical doctor. It should not be entrusted in the hands of a midwife or a nurse. Rather, I have to take responsibility of my life. So if you have that in your mind, then you are going to do a lot of things to cut off your diabetic condition.
Now, another thing that I know that a lot of people also struggle with is STDs. And one of them is syphilis and staphylococcus.
Yes.
I've had people treat staphylococcus for like 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, 15 years. Why are those two so stubborn?
Yes. Staph is a problem. Syphilis is a problem. Because nowadays, the so-called gentamicin, ampicillin, this injection, that become resistance.
Wow.
Yes, that becoming resistance. But let us look at it. When we talk about sexually transmitted diseases, we're talking about an infection, that actually affects. You know why this thing is a problem? Because this infection have a targeted area in the human body. For men, their main target is the testis. Yes, especially staph. The main target of the staph is the testis. Of course, we all know that the testis is where sperm is being produced in our body. So, and so the moment staph attack the testis, you will now begin to see what will result in what we call oligospermia, azoospermia, or low sperm count. You know, it can lead to watery sperm. It can lead to even damage of even the morphology, the way the sperm is supposed to swim. All this can be affected with staph. You know, for men. For women, staph can also spread. The infection can even spread above one particular area in the female reproductive system. Like we call the PID, pelvic inflammatory disease, where the infection spread down to the ovary, the fallopian tube, the uterus, the cervix. Yes, and causes a whole lot of, in fact, and this is one of the biggest causes of infertility for men and women. Yes, the biggest cause. So as we have said, staph, let me just give you one root. When you take this root for 2 weeks, you will come back and say thank you. But you are not going to take it alone, but you have to listen to that. You are not going to take it alone. You are going to combine the root with other formulated herbs, which I will share with you later, if I'm permitted. Those who have a scanty staph, just early development, and not moderate, not heavy. You know plantain root. Plantain has a fibrous root. Yes, plantain. I'm not talking about banana. I'm talking about the normal plantain. Okay. When you get plantain roots, and you wash it and peel it, put in a mortar and you pound. Look, all this with your pencil, pound. Or if you don't have mortar, you can take it to machine.
Blend it.
And blend it in machine. 70% of that root I mentioned right now is water. So as you pound it, what you're going to see is water. So extract all the water, filter it. If, for example, you have 1.5 liters of this juice from plantain roots, you will add 750 ml, which is 0.5%, 0.5 liter of pure honey inside it, and mix it thoroughly. And you will be taking it 40 ml 2 times daily. First thing in the morning, before breakfast, you take it, and the last thing before you retire to bed, you take it. If you are having scanty staph, within 21 days, it's gone.
Wow.
And if you are not recording what I'm telling you, don't bother. We have a very nice book as well that we have written, and we have put all this recipe inside the book. Yes, it's called Nature's Power. You can make inquiry about it.
Absolutely. And again, let me also say that Dr. Roberts is going to grace the first FBI meeting that's going to happen on Sunday. That's this Sunday. That's tomorrow. Because by the time now, today is Saturday already.
Yes.
Okay, so you need to make up your mind to be there. All right, and he's going to be coming with some very good package, all right, to let you into understanding how you can begin to live that healthy life, all right, that healthy life that will make you stay here long enough to do the things that you want to do. Okay, so for FBI this Sunday, if you're interested, because as we say regularly, the things we do is not for everybody. Okay, it's just for serious people. All right, serious people. So if you're interested, it's simple. Just send a text message or a WhatsApp message to the number 080-238-10372. That's 080-238-10372. 372. All right, that is